Physics in the Necrotic World. Season 4, Motion and Vectors. Episode 63, Acceleration. Welcome, strangers. When calculating acceleration, we use the lovely formula, acceleration is change in velocity over time, with the units being meters per second squared. These units are derived from velocities units being meters per second and times units being seconds. So that gives meters per second squared. Sorry, I thought. Anyways, that gives meters per second squared. When an object starts from rest, so the velocity is 0, and the thingy accelerates at a constant rate, then acceleration is equal to 2 times distance over time squared. Galileo was the first guy on the scene. Then he was closely followed by Newton. When there was a slope, you can call it a slant or an incline or a bank or whatever means, or whatever, you know? Because that means that the thingy is traveling. The thingies are traveling. I mean, there could be multiple thingies, but the thingy is traveling by a slope. Yeah, so you know the slope increase means that the speed rapidly increases as there's an unbalanced force there. So that's like acceleration. That's you know there's a phrase, quotation marks, play your cards right, end of quotation marks, which I often keep in mind because in the end, in life, am I playing the right cards at this very moment? I mean, I really don't know. Or maybe I'm not a great judge of that. Anyways, Galileo, then with the slope derived from the kinematic formula, speed is equal to initial acceleration multiplied by time plus half of acceleration multiplied by time squared. You know, it's really all about the sets of cards. I mean, you know, in my head, I kind of like see that the decks, it's like a game of Cluedo. You know, in Cluedo, I don't know if you know the board game, but you have like sets. You have the murder weapon, you have the guy who could commit murder, and you have the location. So you only have like these possible sets, and if they've hit the right combination, then the set is like feasible. But if not, then obviously it's not the murderer. I mean, it's kind of like Murder as well, right? That's basically Murder. It's like all those really cool games. Logic puzzles. Yeah, I love logic puzzles. Logic puzzles, yeah. Yeah. So in my head, I like lay out the sets of cards and I choose which card I wish to play. But then the thing is, with life, I mean, when I'm playing multiple cards, I kind of need to have a copy. I keep a copy of each set, like fluttering in my thoughts throughout the day. This means I can do the right thing subjectively more often than not, which is relatively cool, right? Oh yeah, and Newton on the back of Galileo, found his second law to be force is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. So overall, sometimes I find that the card game I'm playing to be irritating, as it's a whole game, you know, not just like a regenerating deck of cards. Yeah, it's not a regenerating magic deck of cards. It's an actual game that you have to play. Like, life is a real game. It's pretty much as hard as it gets, right? It's like a cross between chess and tarot cards or something. See, the thing is, chess is fascinating, as you can find out so much about the psyches of the other player, like, you know, your opponent, just by studying them during the game. So that's why I aim to do when playing one of these games, because in the end, life is a game, and you want to know about your players. You want to know how to set your cards right. The thing is, cards get shuffled, swapped, lost, found, crushed, won, distributed, hidden, but it's all still a matter of cards and probabilistic outcomes due to the inherently present possibility paths of the universe, you know? Life, the universe, and everything, whatever. Yeah, you know? At the moment, I'm just waiting for, on the cards, these mathematical fields to like align for me. Universe align for me, you know? And the dynamic constants of my current reality. They have to be weighted upon, as many depend on interactions with the world around us, you know, the environment per se, and the interesting or not so interesting people that we meet. We live in a world in which there are connections between everything, and nothing can live in a bubble anymore, you know? I mean, nothing ever could live in a bubble. Sure, nothing literally can live in a bubble. Like, literally a void can live in a bubble, metaphorically speaking. But also, like, nothing else, and nada. And so absence can live in a sphere of absence and not like interact with anything else, because it is absent. It literally is absence. Not metaphorically, it is absence. It's like, what was that movie I was watching the other day with my brother? It's like, you know, Puss in Boots. The character literally was death, right? But here in the bubble, it is literally absence. So, as for everything else, that is not absence, but it has a presence, because possibility derives its presence. Everything else links together thoroughly. So see you next time at Physics in Necrotic World. This is your host, Rimona Christian, R out.